welcome back to my channel. How is everyone today? If you guys are new, my name is Jaclyn. If you are already a part of the J fam, then I'm glad you're back and I love you so much. I really appreciate it. I know that we're a little late on this. This is the September favorites. I'm sorry guys, I'm gonna honestly get better. Honestly, I'm gonna get better about, oh, there's mist. Not sure what that is. Anywho, honestly, I'm gonna get better about filming favorites every single month and making sure they're on time every single month. So we have quite a few makeup products here. I have a scent, and yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and hop into it. So, one primer this month that I have been absolutely in love with, and it is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer, which I don't know if you guys can tell, bottle is half gone, because your girl really likes it. So this is great. I have super dry skin if you guys didn't know that. So this is like, I don't know, it goes on almost like a water gel, but then it gets tacky. So it really is a moisturizer and a primer in one. It is fantastic. Your makeup really adheres to it. It is pricey. It's $42, but honestly, super worth it. Works wonderfully, especially if you guys have dry skin. All right, and next, I have two foundations this month, which one of them, the lid has magically disappeared too. But literally these have been my absolute go-tos. I have not really used anything else. I filmed a look on this tutorial for you guys, so filmed a tutorial on this look for you guys, and it actually was like, Jaclyn, use different foundation. Put down the peach, put down the YSL. This is the YSL All Hours. You guys, literally, this is the most flawless foundation ever. Literally, I've never worn a foundation that looks as beautiful as this one. It lasts all day. It's not too matte, it's not dewy, it gives you like a natural skin finish, but literally one coat of it covers everything. Because typically I usually have to go back through with a second layer of stuff through the the cheek area, because it's very red for me, but this covers it up. You can't even feel it. It's so lightweight. It makes the skin look absolutely incredibly flawless. There's not enough good things I could say about this. If you guys have been thinking about splurging, this is the item to do it on. It is just literally fantastic. Now the second foundation I have been not able to put down, which this one is also fantastic. So really either one, you're gonna be great. The YSL is just like literally perfection in a bottle. But this is my day-to-day wear foundation. This is the Too Faced Peach Perfect Comfort Matte Foundation infused with peach and sweet fig cream. Now, I was little, when I bought this, I was like, ooh, is this gonna work for me? Because if you guys, like I just told you, I have very dry skin. I don't get oily. So I was really worried that this wouldn't work for me. It works beautifully and it lasts all day long. I can't tell you every time I wear this, because I wear this one regularly. This is like my everyday foundation. Every time I wear this, I get multiple compliments. People are like, what are you wearing? Because it literally just looks like your skin, but better. And it covers everything. And it lasts all day. And it's just, this foundation is absolutely beautiful. And so, what really sold me on loving this foundation was I wore it all day and I had worn sunglasses all day, and typically foundation comes off when I wear sunglasses right here and also the tip of my nose, because your girl's constantly like, you know, but this actually stayed on literally perfectly throughout my entire nose region, which was insane to me because it always comes off by my nose. So if you guys don't want to spend quite the money on the YSL, this one's only $32 and it is wonderful. You actually get a lot of product with this as well. You get 1.6 fluid ounces when your typical foundation, you only get 1 fluid ounce. So a lot of product and it is great. I love the packaging on this too, because there won't be any product that you won't be able to get to. It has the tube so you can like pull it down the tube and then pump it out. I love the packaging on this. Now, there has been one concealer I've been loving for months now. I just decided to talk about it in my first favorites video because I have yet to do a favorites video. So this is the Nars Soft Matte Radiant. What the heck am I talking about? Soft Matte Complete Concealer. If you guys have been watching my lives on Facebook or in my beauty group, you know that I am obsessed with this stuff. And I'll tell you why. So Shape Tape gives you full coverage, but it's extremely drying under the eyes. It doesn't hydrate the under eyes, which for me, being dry, It doesn't always work out for me. Typically I have to mix it with a more hydrating concealer, or I have to put a couple drops of oil with it to get it to blend the way I want it to. But this one, full freaking coverage, like more than the Shape Tape. It's so hydrating for the under eyes because it's a creamy consistency, blends out to like nothing, and does not crease. Like, I kid you not, this, if they made this in a foundation, like in just a big tub for foundation, that's all I'm gonna say. This is fantastic. If you guys need a full coverage concealer and you have not tried this, go get a sample from Sephora, try it. It will literally change your concealer game. So you guys, recently this month, I fell in love with the Too Faced Kandee Johnson collab. And I do not love Too Faced products typically. There are very few Too Faced products that I'm like, oh, gotta have. But this banana powder, okay, this is the Too Faced I Want Kandee Banana Powder. This powder is so good. Now, I don't typically love banana powders because they're usually way too yellow under my eyes. This is not a bright yellow powder. It actually has flecks of blue and purple and pink in it to color correct, and it just smooths out the under eyes, which is crazy because when you touch it, it doesn't seem like much of anything. It's actually kind of rough to the touch, but then you set your areas, like set your porous areas, and you're like, shit, where'd my pores go? Also, like, your under eyes will not crease with this powder. I have not stopped using this since I got it, and I just tell you, I have a lot of powders. I try almost every single new powder that comes out, and this is literally so good for the under eyes. And so my issue with brightening powders is they typically brighten too much, and I don't have dark under eyes. So this brightens just enough. It just gives me like a natural nice brightness, like I got a good night's rest, versus like going under with like a super bright under eye powder and it just being insanely bright, if that makes any sort of sense. But this powder is really, really great. So that being said, I also fell in love with this Melted Ice Cream Melted Matte. It's from their Melted Matte. She just designed the color. This is in the shade Melted Ice Cream. This is so beautiful, like ombre with a darker lip liner. I fell in love. It's like my 90s supermodel, What Dreams Are Made Of, or I don't even know. It's just beautiful. This mixed with a darker lip liner really, or any dark lipstick, is gorgeous. And I feel like if you were really pale, you could totally wear this just by itself. It's a little too light for me to wear completely by itself, but this is my favorite lip color to, well, one of my favorites. I have two this month. My favorite lip color, one of my favorite lip colors to mix with a darker lip liner, like Whirl, MAC Whirl mixed with this. Done, done, done. So, another lip product I've been loving this month, which you guys may or may not have heard of her brand. She's very small. She sent me some PR and I absolutely fell in love with this color. It's because I have nothing quite like it. It's literally a ginger spice. So this is by Nychole Cosmetics in the shade Ginger Spice. It's like a metallic, I don't even know, like terracotta ginger color. It's just absolutely beautiful, and it's not too metallic, it's not too orange, it's not too red. It's just like the perfect in between, and I've been loving this color. It's so pretty, it's so perfect for fall, and her lips are so affordable. They last all day. I have a lot of lip products this month, you guys. Another lip product that I have literally, I just pulled it out of my purse because I've been using it so much, is this is from the summer collection by Jeffree Star. It's in the shade Skin Tight, and it's his lip ammunition, and it is the, literally, so this, what I've been doing almost on a regular basis, like almost every single day, is I will line my lips with Oak, fill them in about 75% of the way with MAC Oak lip liner, and then just put this right in the center, because Oak is more brown and this is pink. It just like, it's so beautiful, and like it gives you like that sexy nude lip. Ugh, sexy, why did I just say that? Anyway, yeah, sexy nude lip. It just looks so good, you guys. I've been just loving it. Just is a nudie pink, but it's like the perfect nudie pink for me to mix with MAC Oak. Like, this has just been my go-to. I'm obsessed with this color. So this is Melted Ice Cream. So this is Ginger Spice, Skin Tight, Melted Ice Cream. Melted Ice Cream is really light but beautiful mixed with lip liners. I've loved two lip glosses this month. They've been living in my purse because I am obsessed. The first one is the Dior Lip Maximizer Collagen Active. in the shade 006. I believe this is the apricot shade. They only have 3 shades of this. This is the more nudie pink shade. This makes your lips so glossy, like they just look wet, like about to slide off your face wet. And it also has that tingling factor, but it doesn't burn the way Too Faced Lip Injection does. It just tingles enough to plump. So I really love this over top of any of the 2 nudes I just showed you. I've been wearing this nonstop because it really goes over top of everything, and it just makes I love when my lips look wet, very, very wet and glossy. I don't like them to be sticky. I just like them to look nice and wet and glossy, and this does it. This Dior lip gloss is very bougily expensive, but it's beautiful and plumps the lips, which is everything that I want. Glossy and plumps. Done. Last lip product, should I say. I have been obsessed with the Fenty Beauty Balm Gloss. Is that what this is called? Fenty Glow Gloss Balm. I love this lip gloss. It's so beautiful. It makes your lips, once again, super glossy. It's the perfect shade. This is the shade that will look good on everyone. The doe foot is huge, so it just goes on your lips nicely. It doesn't have too much shimmer, but you know, it has enough. Like, this is beautiful to be worn all by itself. It's one of those glosses that literally, if you don't want to wear anything else, you can just throw this on. It looks absolutely stunning. So if you guys have yet to try this, I definitely would try this. It's super pretty. I just have found myself, it's been living in my purse and I reach for it all the time. Speaking of another Fenty Beauty product, I am in love with this highlighter. This is it. This is the split pan, which, as you guys can see, I've used this quite a bit. This is the Kilowatt Freestyle Highlighter Duo in the shade Mean Money and Hustla Baby. I don't use this one because, if you guys have been watching me for a while, you know I like blinding highlights. This one is not blinding, which I can see why she did the split pans, because this way, you know, for people that want like a more subtle highlight, some days they can wear this one. People that want to be more blinding, some days they can wear this one. You know, you can mix and match. But your bitch here, your girl here, only likes to wear blinding highlights. So personally, I don't use this side. But as you can see, I use this side so much that the FB has rubbed off, which she killed it on the highlight formula. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's super blinding, super beautiful. Whew, if I can, it's right here. But super pretty. It's like the perfect goldeny peach shade, which is really my favorite shade of highlight. I'm loving this month for setting powders, which I don't know if you guys can see, but look how much is gone. I've only had it about a month. This is the Too Faced Peach Perfect Mattifying Loose Setting Powder infizzed with peach and sweet fig cream. Now, I do not like to be overly matte, and this powder does not make me overly matte. I really don't like to be matte. I like to, you know, just look like look like skin, if that makes any sort of sense. So this powder sets beautifully. It also reminds me a lot of the Chanel finishing powder, which, if you guys have known me for a long time, that was literally my ride or die powder for the longest time. Still obsessed, but I like how this has, it's almost like a light cream shade. So it gives you just a smidge, I mean literally a smidge of color. It just brightens a little bit. Also gives you a little bit more coverage. It also tastes good, tastes like peaches. But I've really enjoyed this powder very, very much. Now, so I bought this eyeliner a while back, but it's been my favorite for quite some time now, so I want to talk about it in my first favorites video. This is the EM Cosmetics Brush Tip illustrative eyeliner brush tip. So this comes in a felt tip and also like a gel. I cannot use a felt tip. I cannot do my wings with a felt tip. If you can, great. It's great that she has the options, because if you guys don't know, this is the brand that Michelle Phan started. Michelle Phan from YouTube. But I absolutely love this eyeliner. So I've used the Kat Von D for years now, probably 6 years, which I still think it's great. The only thing is this one works just as well, but it's blacker. It's more matte. It doesn't dry shiny. It dries matte black. And also this is a little bit cheaper. This is $15 with shipping off her website. So I think that this is great, and you should definitely try it out if you like wings. Alright, and you guys, so I have one eyeshadow. Showing you the back side. I have one eyeshadow palette that obviously I've been loving for months now, but this, like I said, first favorites video, so I have to talk about literally something that I use on a such a regular basis that it's insane. This is the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette. If you guys have yet to try this, please do yourself a favor, order it, thank me later. This literally, if you are a simple makeup girl and you need one palette that does it all, you got it right here. This palette will do it all. If you're a makeup lover like myself, or you're a makeup artist, this does it all. Literally, like, you have every shade that you could possibly want. You've got all the warms to do something nice and natural. You also have a couple cool tone shades that you can do a more cool tone eye. Then you have an array of shimmers that pack the shine and the pigment to do, you know, beautiful halo eyes, cut creases, whatever. And then you also have, you know, this little corner of out there, not out there shades, but like a little bit more outside the comfort zone for those days that you're like, oh, I want to have a blue smoky eye today. So this palette is really a one and done type of deal. It has everything in it. It is so easy to use. Like, yeah, it's just insanely easy to use. So if you guys have not tried this yet, try it now. So last but never the least, I've had one pair of lashes that I just fell absolutely in love with. I love these so much. These are so beautiful. Like, if you guys are like me and you want like the most dramatic, full, long, wispy, like just in your face, gorgeous lashes, these are it. I don't know if you guys can tell like just how full and voluminous these are. Now, I will say, if you have very small eyes or you have extremely hooded eyes, these might not work for you. But me, I have very large eyes, I have very large lid space, so typically lashes that look really dramatic on someone else don't look that dramatic on me. So when I found these and they were so over the top dramatic, I was so happy because that's what I had been looking for in a high-end lash. Because these are $30 a pair, but honestly, these are a pair of lashes that I will pay $30 for because they're just beautiful and so full and so fluffy, and just, these are the Nubounsom lashes in the style Dragon Li. These are absolutely stunning. They go from short to long, but they're not short at all. It just goes from like longer short to extremely long. Like, they're just beautiful. I wore these on my anniversary and they just like literally bring the full force glam to any look, and I'm obsessed. So and then you guys, the last thing that I wanted to talk about, because I found myself reaching for it so much, I got it in August, so I've had it for about 2 months, but I've been using it like non-stop, is this, it's from Pink. I found that I love the smell of this. I just don't even know. It's just perfect for every day, and it's really not too feminine. It's kind of more soft, but it's also like more, I don't want to say musky because that makes it sound bad, but it's more of a fall scent is how I feel. So it's lynchy water and black magic rose, but I have the lotion and the spray of this and I've just been obsessed. It smells, that's what I have on now. It smells so good. Plus, this is so great that I finally found a body spray that I love, because now I don't have to use my high-end perfumes every single day, but I've been obsessed with this so much. Great as well, so I'll probably try that. But yeah, that's really it. That was all my favorites for the month. I know it wasn't necessarily a ton, but yeah. I hope you guys love this video. I love you guys so much, and if you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe down below. Join my J fam here. I would love to have you. As always, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure you click that little bell down below to get notified every time I upload, because I mean, who doesn't want to see this lovely double chin face all the time? I'm just kidding. But I really appreciate you guys tuning into my videos. I really appreciate you subscribing. I love you guys so much. If you guys like this favorites video, please, like I said, give it a thumbs up. If you guys want to see more favorites videos, give it a thumbs up. Let me know. And don't worry, we still have more Halloween looks coming before the end of October. And you guys will also be seeing a tutorial on this eye look, this like simple look that I'm obsessed with. So, but without further ado, I love you guys so much. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. I made that witch famous. I made that witch famous. That was a hot angle. You're hot.